caffeine gum, emergency gel, in the secret pocket, watch on. Ready? Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hopefully you're enjoying the content, and if you are, you might consider hitting the subscribe button. That really helps my channel grow, as it's obviously still really young in its infancy. I'm trying to build it, so appreciate that. It only costs you a couple of calories, nothing else, and we all like spending those. I am getting towards peak marathon training here, and the plan was to be upping the volume and the tempo runs whilst maintaining the intensity of the track work. As the blatant clickbait title suggests, this did not go to plan. It's literally a summer thing, especially the summer we've had in Belfast. It's been crazy warm and long, which is unheard of. Longest and warmest I've ever experienced, I think. You know what it's like, the kids are off school, there are long, bright, warm evenings, and it's really hard to maintain focus and consistency, you know, when there are other options. You get home from work and it's like, shall we have a barbecue? Friends are coming over, have a couple of drinks. You take long weekends in the van. You maybe leave on a Friday, come back late Sunday, and you know, you're just trying to fit running in around fun life stuff, which is a bit of a disaster in terms of marathon training. Obviously it's super fun time of year and it's great spending time with family, and I obviously love summer, probably my favorite time of the year, but it's really hard to maintain a good marathon block. So please do keep watching the video. I think there's some good stuff in it this week. I'll be doing some hard workouts. There'll be a little update from Hannah's Track Tuesday. Please enjoy. And yes, I'm aware I'm training for an Amsterdam Marathon and I haven't said what my goal is yet. I haven't publicised that. Obviously I have one in mind. Obviously I'm going to try and run a PB. I think I'm in shape to do that. My current PB stands at 2:42 and 53 seconds, I think. So if I can break that, I'll be happy. Obviously, the more I can break that by, the happier I shall be. So that's kind of the aim of the game. Enjoy the video. So it's 11 weeks to go to the Amsterdam Marathon, and this is a quick breakdown of the week. On Monday I ran an easy double, 5 miles at lunch and 12 miles in the evening. On Tuesday I ran 9 miles, which included 12 by 20 second strides, which was an effort to kind of loosen their legs from the lethargy brought on by the two back-to-back 10k races. So today we're doing some K over-unders. 1k slightly faster marathon pace, 1k slightly slower than marathon pace, because that way they average out at marathon pace. Wednesday 5 and Thursday 8 miles were both easy runs, clearly a theme of the week. On Friday I attempted the session on your screen right now, which ended up being a 10 miler with 6 by 1k under overs. Saturday was an easy run, a glorious easy run from Portrush to Port Ballantrae and back. And Sunday was a rest day. Shock horror and totally unplanned. This left a rather miserable weekly total of only 63 miles. Alright, that's 10.6 miles done. 6 by 1k over, 1k under, got like 12k at pace. Kind of destroyed by the wind, and a stupid decision by me to go the wrong way from a warm-up, which meant most of the work was into wind. But we tried, we got it done mostly, and yeah, onwards.
Hannah's Track Tuesday.
It is Tuesday night and we've just done Track Tuesday. How did the session go? What did you do today?
So we ran to Claremont Park and we did 8 400-meter hill sprints.
What?
It was horrible!
100 meters is a long way to run
really
uphill.
slippy, but I got complimented on my form, my posture and my arms.
Okay.
Swinging. He was like, nice form, Hannah.
And how did it feel? Tell me about each rep. How did rep 1 feel? Lungs burning, legs burning?
They said not to go all out at the start.
Not to go too hard,
But everyone went all out. So I went all out and I was like speeding ahead and it was good. And then we jogged back
Did you
down.
lead out?
Yeah. The second one, I was like, I can't. There's no way I
You
can
can't
do that
maintain
another
that
7 times.
Yeah.
So I like slowed it down a bit, and I was kind of like, me and Isabel, it was like 2-2
together, okay.
behind, but we were all in like a group. It was just like that, like a couple times, maybe until like the 6th one, and then like they gapped us, but me and Isabel were still together. Like the last one,
fast one.
I was No.
No? You didn't?
Lactic.
Lactic.
Could not.
Legs are
And
like
I
running in a
was-
swamp. What you're saying is you got dropped on the last one?
Yeah, I got dropped.
Dropped on the last one. So you let out the first one and got dropped on the last one. There's going to be a lesson in there somewhere. My name's Tim. I run miles. That's Hannah. She does track Tuesdays. So we're in Portrush. Just had a surf. Going for a little jog. Family are going for a preps. Into Portrush. See you on the other side.
Good luck.
There's lovely wife. There ya. That's the setup. So it's now 10 weeks to go to Amsterdam Marathon, and obviously efforts were redoubled after last week's poor showing. On Monday I ran an easy 6 miles at lunch, and then in the evening headed up the towpath on a half marathon progression run. After a warm-up mile I hit 7:25 pace for the first. On loose castle. To the progressive, and then pushed that down by 10 seconds a mile for 11 miles, the fastest mile being 6:02 pace. I then did 2 miles to cool down, just to put it out there that I was in my like invincibles, i.e. no carbon, so ended up working quite hard by the end of it. Tuesday was 11 miles easy. On Wednesday I ran 5 miles easy at lunch, but then logistics forced me to miss my usual Wednesday track session, so instead I headed to Victoria Park for a total of 14 miles, which included 3 times 2 miles at marathon-ish and slightly progressive pace, which turned out to be about 6-minute pace average by the end. Thursday was an easy 4 and 8 mile double, and on Friday I did my long run workout that I'm about to show you in the next bit of this video. On Saturday and Sunday in beautiful Fermanagh, the weather was amazing. I managed to fit 3 more easy runs to hit my weekly target of 100 miles. The first 100-mile week since April and my ultra block. Okay, so today it's Friday the 15th of August. Yeah, so I've been front loading this week a little bit in terms of volume because I'm away to Fermanagh on the weekend with the family, which will be super fun, but it means I won't get too much running in, so consequently I'm already at like 100k for the week, or just under 61 miles for the week so far, and it's Friday afternoon, so I've still got 3 run days left. So hoping to get over 100 miles this week for the first time in a while, which I need to do. Yeah, so this session today is basically a warm-up jog from where I park, which will be in about 5 minutes time. About 3 miles away from Victoria Park, I shall do my warm-up jog to Victoria Park, which is a really nice place to do a session because it's flat and it's a loop and you know where you're at. It's really flat and relatively sheltered. There's trees around, so you know it's not too badly affected by wind. Yeah, so what is the session? The session is a long run because I'm, as I said, going on a little trip in the van over the weekend, so it'll be hard to fit in a super long run, take 2-3 hours away. So I've just come all the way along that coast. So I'm doing it today. Following the road. I'm hoping to go over 20 miles, hopefully 22, 23. And within that then I shall do a warm-up to Victoria Park and then a bit of a tempo session around Victoria Park, or marathon session maybe, rather than tempo. So marathon session, so it's an over-under session that many people do. You can find them on YouTube. And glasses. I quite like it. I think I've mentioned before, it's kind of caffeine gel, it's kind of a mentally manageable way to do tempo. So the idea is to run a continuous set of Ks, right, once you've done your warm-up and you get into the work. So you do one at under marathon pace, so quicker than marathon pace, and one at over marathon pace, so slower than marathon pace, which means the average of the particular section of the work of the session is really wants to be around your marathon pace. Oh, yeah. So that is the 8, not 10, 8, 1k over under, tell a lie, 8 under, 7 over. It's going alright until about 5, and then kind of yeah, face says it all. Then kind of struggled, so happy enough to get 8 done. Move on. Next week we'll do a couple more and rebuild. Not quite in the shape I hoped I would be in, or thought I would be in. But we've got time. We're going to work hard. We're going to get into shape. Right. Session done. Back in the car. So that wasn't too bad. I didn't do 10 1Ks. Meant to do 10. Did 8. Actually, sort of 8 unders and 7 overs or something. But as I said, not too bad. I'm not too disappointed. It's a hot day. I was by myself. It's a Friday. Done a lot of miles this week already. So all in all, I'll take the positives. Slightly slower than I intended. There you go. That's not an unusual story for me. I took 2 gels, one at the start of the harder bit, and one in the middle, and 1 caffeine gum. I didn't have any liquid with me. It's quite a hot day, so when I ran to 20 miles, I basically bonked. So this is my recovery juice, bottle of each. £4 for that, like, ridiculous. Anyway, that's long run done for the week and the weekend, and the rest of the running this week is going to be very easy, and I'll just run enough to get to 100 miles, hopefully, and that'll do me. I'm just jogging through Crom Castle Estate.
Be my back fit.
Right girls, arrived at our destination for surfing. Looking forward to surf?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's going to be sick.
Okay, so we're just about to go for a surf here after 10k run today. So before we jump in the water, only one thing remains to be said. My name's Tim, I run miles, and...